It is the deadly elephant in the room. More and more men are dying by suicide, especially middle-aged men. One of the best ways to fight the disturbing trend is to get them to talk about it, something Movember and Healthy Minds Canada are trying to do.
You know, for men in particular, there's an old adage that women suffer from depression and men die from depression.
Mental health advocate Mark Hennick was part of a special panel today discussing the rising suicide rates among men, especially those in their 50s. What do we need to do to reach men?
Well, we need to be able to tell men that it's okay to actually talk about these kinds of things. Men are raised to believe that they need to man up, that they have to just suck it up and be a man. And in fact, there's nothing weak at all about admitting that you're struggling and getting help.
And the numbers really are shocking. 75% of deaths by suicide are men. 50 men a week in Canada die this way. More men take their own lives than are killed in car crashes. Nearly a quarter of all deaths among 15 to 24-year-old males are by suicide. What is most worrisome is the highest suicide rate is for men in their 50s, more than 26 per 100,000. It's rising, and experts aren't sure why.
We know that mental illness is caused by all kinds of things. It might be changes in employment, losing your job, for example, changes in relationship status, going through a divorce or a breakup of some kind, moving even, or sometimes even positive or seemingly positive events in somebody's life, becoming a parent, for example.
Hennick says there are signs to look for in loved ones, changes from the norm essentially, such as a loss of interest in their favorite things, sleeping more or eating less, and irritability or easily angered, that's a key one. Are there enough programs out there for men?
Well, first of all, I don't think there are, but even for those that are out there, men don't know where to find them, they don't know how to ask for them. For example, here in Canada, we don't have a national suicide prevention hotline.
To help, sometimes all it takes is a person caring. Hennick says when he was 15, after several failed suicide attempts, he was about to jump off a bridge. But a stranger with no special training talked him down.
You know, what I was interested in, who I was, who I loved, what I wanted to be when I grew up. Those are the types of questions that kept me there and that ultimately saved my life. He didn't try to fix me. He just wanted to get to know me.
Now, Hennick never found out the man's name, but last year was reunited with him. Both of them had chosen to go into social work after the attempt.